This week on Jason's Journeys, we start out in Dar es Salaam where we jump on board a train heading to the Tanzanian border. From there we continue on down into the depths of Zambia and finally on to Lusaka. Let's get on board, everyone. What can I tell you about Zambia? Well, Zambia, as we just saw, is surrounded by Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of Congo and Angola. The country itself is so rich in copper, it's unbelievable. But due to obviously issues with corruption, it makes it very hard to extract that copper and give financial benefit to its people. As you'll see, I met the local mayor and member of parliament for Kapiri Mposhi, Obi Kabasa, who had all kinds of visions and plans for the future. What happens on the election while we're there, we'll have to wait and find out. But there's an overthrow coming and a new government being formed. After that, we're going to head our way down to Livingstone and go and see Victoria Falls. Obviously, the most incredible falls in all of Africa, if not the world. It's an incredible experience. Let's continue on our journey and get back to Zambia. It's Jason's Journeys time, everyone. So as you remember, we'd made our way to Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. We'd headed out to the train station where a packed auditorium found us making our way onto the train bound for Kapiri Mposhi in Zambia. The only problem was that there was only second class tickets available, and when we got there to the hall and looked at the other people, it looked like it was going to be crazy times. Fortunately, we went to the ticket window and they had mercy on us and gave us a first class ticket so that we could avoid some of the crowd. We registered and put our name on the registry list for the train and got ready to get on board, but that's when the chaos really began. Okay, so here we are inside the train station. It's bedlam and chaos here in Dar es Salaam. And the chaos begins. So we struggled our way through the chaos and carnage trying to find our compartment and our seats on board the train. Good luck, everyone. Okay, so here we are getting on board. It's absolute chaos. It's kill or be killed, as you can see for yourself. But we eventually made our way on board, found our seats and our compartment and strapped ourselves in ready for the long 53-hour haul to Kapiri Mposhi in Zambia. As the scenery began to roll past our window, we were able to relax a bit more and think about the journey ahead of us. The trip lasts 53 hours, as I mentioned, and takes you from Dar es Salaam to the Tanzania-Zambia border before continuing on to the little town of Kapiri Mposhi, about 3 hours by bus outside of Lusaka.
Kila mwanadamu mapungufu yake, ye mwenyewe na Mola ndo anajua.
Okay, so here we are. It's day 2 of our train odyssey from Tanzania down to Zambia. We've been through a national park. It's a lot of good scenery. We're going to continue on our windy train bound for Kapiri Mposhi and then on to Lusaka. Let's see how we get on.
Kila mwanadamu machungu yake, yeye niye mwenyewe na Mola ndo anajua. Jipe moyo, usikate tamaa.
Okay, so here we are at Makambako train station. We're about 2 hours from the border crossing into Zambia, which who knows how that's going to go. Border crossings are always random. You never know what you're going to get.
Kila mwanadamu machungu yake, yeye niye mwenyewe na Mola ndo anajua. Jipe moyo, usikate tamaa. Kumbuka tunaishi kwa nguvu ya Mola. Jipe moyo, usikate.
So as we continued along on our journey, we saw the unfolding landscape change before our eyes. The lush green vegetation with spotted colours of autumn seemed to change into a dry, dusty desert bowl. We also noticed a change in the people as we went past. The poverty really seemed to be striking as we headed along, so we decided to head down to the dining car for a drink and for something to eat. We got to meet some of the people on the train, and gee, there was 100 stories I could tell you about all the various characters we met on board the train.
Tunapishana kwa waganga, Mola tusamehe. Wanasiasa wanasababisha tulauana, yoyo, wenyewe kwa wenyewe.
Well, the border crossing into Zambia was just as crazy. We were told to change our US dollars into kwacha, which we were subsequently told when the border guard got on was unacceptable in their own country and that we needed to pay in US dollars. So we again had to find some dodgy money changers, change the money back and deal with the onboard guard who used to say to me, "Mr. Ross, I'm going to throw you off the train, Mr. Ross. Where's the money, Mr. Ross?" I kind of liked his personality but was kind of a bit scared all at the same time. Anyway, I paid him his money and we continued across the border into Zambia. There were only about 5 or 6 of us who were foreigners on board the entire express, but then we saw outside our window little children clambering next to the tracks. We were worried about the danger as these little children ran alongside the tracks. People were actually throwing them discarded bits of bread, and the children were fighting over the discarded bread, lollies and anything else they could find on the tracks. So as things seemed to get more and more bleak outside our window, we were grateful after 53 hours, 6 hours at a border crossing and all kinds of nightmares to get our way eventually to the city of Kapiri Mposhi in Zambia and make our way to the formerly known Eros Hotel, now the Sostel Lodge, where the lodging seemed absolutely luxurious compared to what we'd been used to on the train. So we met the local Member of Parliament, Obi Kabasa, who showered us with alcohol and told us at ungodly hours of the morning about his vast plans for the future of Zambia. We should be investing in copper, how to get rid of government corruption. He was somewhat concerned though, because on one hand he thought he was going to lose the election the following week, and on the other hand he was telling us how he was going to be the president in 5 years' time. But that's politics for you. So we sat around drinking till the wee hours and talking politics with Obi Kabasa, who was a legend in our books, and he got our vote. We agreed to go campaigning for him the next day. Don't go away, because coming up after the break we visit Victoria Falls on the Zambian-Zimbabwe border, and one of the guys I'm travelling with decides to bungee jump off the tallest bungee on earth. You don't want to miss that. I'll see you after the break, everyone. Don't go away.